Welcome dear students. Today we are going to read our 7th chapter of Hornbill book, and the name of the chapter is The Adventure. This has been authored by Jayant Narlikar. This chapter is an account of functioning of human mind, neurosystem in its subconscious state. It has compared with the lack of determinism in quantum theory. Being a science student, I hope you are well aware what is lack of determinism in quantum theory. Let me explain that the position of an electron in an atom at one time is different from the position of same electron in another atom at the same time. Means one electron in different nucleus, different atoms, stays at different locations, dwells at different places at same time. Means it is never found at a static position. Similarly, human brain, that is our neurosystem, it never stays at one place in its subconscious state. It keeps on dwelling from one place to another place. Whether we are in half sleep, we are dreaming, daydreaming, our mind is in subconscious state. It is still working, and during that time we keep on moving from one place to another place. Sometimes we see the nightmares, okay, बुरे सपने भी हम देखते हैं, और हमारा माइंड एक जगह से दूसरी जगह बहुत जगह हम चलाते हैं इमेजिनरी वर्ल्ड में. इवन वी ड्वेल इन द इमेजिनरी वर्ल्ड which we have never seen, right? So here the story is about a history professor, Professor Gaitonde, who has delivered his 999 presidential addresses. Means he has attended the seminars where he speaks on the topics of history. This is his 1000th presidential address, and he has to prepare his topic about the third battle of Panipat, which was fought between Marathas and Ahmad Shah Abdali, who came from Afghanistan. So the topic was that what course of action Indian history would have taken had the battle of Panipat been won by Marathas. As you know, बैटल ऑफ पानीपत जो 1761 में थर्ड बैटल ऑफ पानीपत हुआ था, उसमें अहमद शाह अब्दाली की जीत हुई थी और मराठा हार गए थे. लेकिन प्रोफेसर गायतोंडे का जो टॉपिक था, उनकी जो 1000th जो प्रेसिडेंशियल एड्रेस थी, जो लेक्चर था, उसका टॉपिक ये होना था कि अगर थर्ड बैटल ऑफ पानीपत में अहमद शाह अब्दाली की जगह अगर मराठा जीत जाते तो आज इंडियन हिस्ट्री किस तरह अपना रूप बदलती. मीन्स आज की हिस्ट्री कैसी होती और आज की हमारी जो पॉलिटिक्स है वो कैसी होती, और इंडियन हिस्ट्री में क्या क्या बदलाव आते इससे. सो व्हाट हैपन्स व्हाइल थिंकिंग दिस, प्रोफेसर गायतोंडे हैड द डिनर एंड ही वेंट ऑन ए वॉक आफ्टर डिनर, दैट पोस्ट डिनर वॉक, निकल पड़ते हैं शाम को. एंड ही मेट विद एन एक्सीडेंट while moving along the roadside. He met with an accident, means a vehicle dashed him and he was knocked down on the ground. He remained there and he was lying there on the accident spot for the whole night. That time his brain was in subconscious state because of thinking about the Battle of Panipat. His mind kept on that thought process till morning. मीन्स जब वो एक्सीडेंट हुआ उस समय वो बैटल ऑफ पानीपत के बारे में सोच रहे थे, वो अपना लेक्चर प्रिपेयर कर रहे थे, और उसी समय उनका एक्सीडेंट हो जाता है, गिर जाते हैं, बेहोश हो गए, अनकॉन्शियस है. तो सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में भी ब्रेन काम करता है, और उस सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में भी उनके दिमाग में वो बैटल ऑफ पानीपत की जो घटना है वो चल रही है. ड्यूरिंग दैट टाइम ही वांटेड टू नो डिफरेंट फैक्ट्स विच वर अननोन टू हिम, एंड एक इमेजिनरी वर्ल्ड में वो एंटर कर जाते हैं. ड्यूरिंग दैट टाइम मीन्स overnight he kept on thinking. He went to Bombay, he went to a big library, he searched different history books. He had lot of doubts about the East India Company, its existence, means the time for which it stayed in India, and so many things. He saw the Britishers still working in Bombay. Still he could see many officials and train workers, TTs around the Bombay Central, and these things went on in his mind. He thought that he had been in Bombay for 2 days, means 2 दिन तक वो बॉम्बे में रहे हैं. उसके बाद ही केम टू पुणे एंड ही शेयर्ड हिज व्यूज विद प्रोफेसर देश पांडे. सो इसमें मैक्सिमम जो कैरेक्टर्स हैं दे आर इमेजनरी, ओनली प्लेसेस ऑफ इवेंट आर ओरिजिनल. माइंड में एक इमेजिनेशन चल रही है एंड ही वेंट ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट. सो एट लास्ट हिज इमेजिनेशन, दैट हिज illusion was cleared by one of the professors, and he came to know that he went to an imaginary world for that time during the night when he met with an accident. And he faced a lot of difficulties also, ordeals also during his dreaming, during his subconscious state, that people thrust him away. They didn't like him speaking on the stage, and he was insulted by them. Finally he agreed that his 1000th lecture was over, which he delivered during his subconscious state, and the story comes to an end. So while going through the textual part, I hope you will learn it and you will understand it in a better way. There are so many characters, so many places, and so many events have been described. We will go through them one by one. Let us go with the textual part. The Adventure by Jayant Narlikar. The Jijamata Express sped along the Pune-Bombay route considerably faster than the Deccan Queen. So as you know, these are the names of the trains which run on Indian tracks. Jijamata Express and Deccan Queen. These are the trains which run on the track from Pune to Bombay. Professor Gaitonde was travelling by Jijamata Express, and the speed of this train was more than the Deccan Queen. Bombay is nowadays known as Mumbai. There were no industrial township outside Pune. The first stop Lonavala came after 40 minutes. Means after leaving Pune station, the train stopped on Lonavala station, which came after 40 minutes. The Ghat section that followed was no different from what he knew. Whatever Professor Gaitonde knew about Ghat section, that is Western Ghat, which is on the banks of Arabian Sea, was no different. Means he already knew about this Ghat section, its surrounding areas, and whatever he heard about it was there to see. The train stopped at Karjat only briefly and went on at even greater speed. So the train he was travelling by stopped for a short time on the Karjat railway station, and thereafter it sped on its route. It roared through Kalyan, means it did not stop on Kalyan railway station and went ahead. Meanwhile, the racing mind of Professor Gaitonde had arrived at a plan of action in Mumbai. So while travelling, Professor Gaitonde thought what to do after reaching Bombay. Let me tell you, dear students, this is everything going on in his mind when he was lying on the accident spot. His mind was in his subconscious state, and he was travelling in an imaginary world. He was not actually travelling by these trains. He was travelling in his dream. So it is better to make your mind according to the story. Meanwhile, the racing mind, okay, done. Indeed, as a historian, he felt he should have thought of it sooner. Means as a historian वो चाहते थे कि इसके बारे में उन्हें बॉम्बे जाके क्या प्लान करना है, क्या जानना है हिस्ट्री के बारे में, वो पहले ही प्लान कर लेते. इट वुड बी बेटर. ही वुड गो टू ए बिग लाइब्रेरी एंड ब्राउज थ्रो हिस्ट्री बुक्स. सो वहाँ पे जाके एक बड़ी सी लाइब्रेरी में जाएंगे और हिस्ट्री की बुक्स में ब्राउज करेंगे, उनके बारे में जानेंगे, जो उसके बारे में वो दैट इज़ बैटल ऑफ पानीपत के बारे में. He would go to a big library and browse through history books. That was the surest way of finding out how the present state of affairs was reached. And he said that it was the only option, only alternative that he could come to know about the स्टेट ऑफ अफेयर्स विच वॉज इज मीन्स आज की जो जो हमारी प्रेजेंट पॉलिटिकल सिचुएशन है वो कैसे यहाँ तक पहुँची, इसके बारे में हिस्ट्री को खंगालना पड़ेगा. ही ऑल्सो प्लान्ड इवेंचुअली टू रिटर्न टू पुणे एंड हैव ए लॉन्ग टॉक with Rajendra Deshpande, who would surely help him understand what had happened. So he had planned that after reaching Bombay, he would browse the history books, he would read the history books. Thereafter, he would come back to Pune and would discuss about the issues with the Professor Rajendra Deshpande, and probably he would help him to understand what happened in the history and how it helped our Indian politics to reach the current state or current position. That is assuming that in this world there existed someone called Rajendra Deshpande. And let me tell you, Rajendra Deshpande was also an imaginary character. So imagine करते हैं कि मान लीजिए राजेंद्र देशपांडे को इस दुनिया में है, but actually he was not so. There was no person named Rajendra Deshpande who existed in this world according to this chapter. Okay, अभी तो शायद बहुत हों, लेकिन ये जो थे ये इमेजनरी थे जिसके बारे में देशपांडे सोच रहे थे. The train stopped beyond the long tunnel. It was a small station called Sarhad. So एक लंबी सी टनल निकलने के बाद में, सुरंग के बाद में, this train stopped and the name of the station was Sarhad. An Anglo-Indian in uniform went through the train checking permits, and there Professor Gaitonde noticed that the TTE, traveling ticket examiner, was a person who was a Britisher, who was Anglo-Indian, means the Britishers who stayed in India after India got independence. So he was in the uniform and he came for checking the permits, means to check the tickets. This is where the British Raj begins. This is where the British Raj begins, means Professor Gaitonde came to know all of a sudden that this is the place where Britishers are still ruling, they are still reigning. Okay, ये देख के लगा कि यहाँ भी अभी भी Britishers काम कर रहे हैं, उनका राज अभी भी यहाँ पे है. You are going for the first time, I presume, Khan Sahib asked. So there was a co-passenger whose name was Mr. Khan. So Khan Sahib asked Professor Gaitonde that I think you are going first time, you are traveling first time by this train on this route. Yes, the reply was factually correct. The reply was correct. Professor Gaitonde was going first time. Gangadhar Pant had not been to this Bombay before. So his full name you can say Professor Gangadhar Pant Gaitonde. So he said that Gangadhar Pant had never followed that route from Pune to Bombay. He ventured a question, and Khan Sahib, how will you go to Peshawar? So गायतोंडे साहब भी पूछते हैं खान साहब से कि आप पेशावर कैसे पहुंचेंगे. पेशावर ए प्लेस इन पाकिस्तान. दिस ट्रेन गोज टू विक्टोरिया टर्मिनस. आई विल टेक द फ्रंटियर मेल टुनाइट आउट ऑफ सेंट्रल. सो ही टोल्ड दैट द ट्रेन विच वी आर ट्रेवलिंग बाई goes up to Victoria terminus, and from there I will board another train. Name of the train is Frontier Mail from the Bombay Central. So these are the famous stations of Mumbai. How far does it go? By what route? So how far means Frontier Mail कहाँ तक जाती है and कौन सा रूट फॉलो करती है. This was asked by Gaitonde to Mr. Khan. Bombay to Delhi, then to Lahore, and then Peshawar. So this was the route. From Bombay it would reach Delhi. From Delhi it would leave for Lahore and then to Peshawar. A long journey. I will reach Peshawar the day after tomorrow. So it would take 2 days to reach Peshawar for Khan Sahib from Bombay to Peshawar. Thereafter, Khan Sahib spoke a lot about his business and Gangadhar Pant was willing listener. It means Mr. Khan was a businessman, and who narrated about his business, and Gangadhar Pant was willingly listening to him, means he was taking interest in his uh, business matters. For in that way, for means because in that way he was able to get some flavor of life in this India that was so different. Why Gangadhar Pant was so interested in listening to Khan Sahib's business matters? Because he wanted to have a taste of different India where he has been first time, पहली बार यहाँ पे आए हैं, सो वो इसका enjoy करना चाहते थे, इसको देखना चाहते थे, समझना चाहते थे. The train now passed through the suburban rail traffic. Suburban means the area which surrounds a city or urban, एक शहर के आसपास का एरिया. सो रेल ट्रैफिक के ऊपर से जा रही थी ट्रेन, अभी पास कर रही थी. दी ब्लू कैरेजेस कैरिड द लेटर्स GBMR ऑन द साइड. देयर दे नोटिस्ड दैट द ब्लू कैरेजेस मीन्स bogies of the train, and they were stamped with GBMR. GBMR stand for Greater Bombay Metropolitan Railway. Explained Khan Sahib. See the tiny Union Jack painted on each carriage, a gentle reminder that we are in British territory. सो खान साहब उनको बताते हैं कि एक टाइनी यूनियन जैक वो पेंट किया हुआ है हर कैरेज के ऊपर, एंड दिस रिमाइंड्स अस दैट दीज बोगीज बिलोंग टू ब्रिटिश अथॉरिटीज़ एंड वी आर नाउ वेंचरिंग इन दी ब्रिटिश टेरिटरी. हम जो ब्रिटिश हुकूमत है बॉम्बे में जो, वो वहाँ पे हम पहुँच गए हैं. एंड GBR स्टैंड फॉर ग्रेटर बॉम्बे मेट्रोपॉलिटन रेलवे. द ट्रेन बिगन टू स्लो डाउन बियॉन्ड दादर and stopped only at its destination. Means by this time the train had reached Victoria terminus, जहाँ पे इसको पहुँचना था. The station looked remarkably neat and clean. The staff was mostly made up of Anglo-Indians and Parsis along with a handful of British officers. Means there were so many British officers and the Anglo-Indians and Parsis. Means hardly any Indians could be seen there as the staff members of railway. So it was quite obvious that Gaitonde sensed about the situation, about the role of Britishers. He thought that Britishers were still ruling Bombay. As he emerged from the station, Gangadhar Pant found himself facing an imposing building. So the moment he came out of the station, he saw a big building in front of him. Imposing building, impressive building, okay, very big building, eye-catching. The letters on it proclaimed its identity to those who did not know this Bombay landmark. Means जो लोग बॉम्बे के बारे में नहीं जानते थे, बॉम्बे को नहीं देखा था किसी ने पहले, उनके लिए ये एक अपनी आइडेंटिटी बता रही थी दिस बिल्डिंग, कि बिलोंग किससे करती है, किससे बिलोंग करती थी ये बिल्डिंग. This building belongs to East India House headquarters of the East India Company. So this building belongs to the East India Company and it was the headquarter of East India Company at Mumbai. Prepared as he was for many shocks, Professor Gaitonde had not expected this. So Professor Gaitonde, before leaving for Mumbai, never thought that he would witness all these signs of British ruling in Mumbai. He was ready to face more shocks. Means उनको कुछ और वहाँ पे क्लूज मिलने वाले थे ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी पे वहाँ पे राज करने के. The East India Company had been wound up shortly after the events of 1857. At least that is what history books said. So in history books it is given that the East India Company left India just before 1857. Before the events of 1857. Okay, this was the fact known from the books of history even by Professor Gaitonde and others as well. Yet there it was not only alive but flourishing. फिर भी कहते हैं कि यहाँ पे ये अलाइव ही नहीं थी ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी, लेकिन पूरी तरह से सक्सेसफुल भी थी, फ्लोरिश कर रही थी, मीन्स स्प्रेड कर रही थी, चारों तरफ फैल रही थी. So history had taken a different turn, perhaps before 1857. Now the doubt emerged in Professor Gaitonde's mind that it means history had taken a different turn. Whatever is written in the books of history about East India Company and the events of 1857, there is no relevance found in actuality. Right? In fact, the ground reality is different. East India Company is still there in Mumbai and they are ruling. How and when had it happened? He had to find out. So he became eager to know about this irrelevance, means how East India Company was still working and ruling in Mumbai, whereas it was heard that it had left well before the events of 1857. As he walked along Hornby Road, as it was called, he found a different set of shops and office buildings. So after leaving the Victoria Terminus, he went along a road known as Hornby Road, British name, and he found different shops and office buildings which he had never seen before. There was no handloom house building. Instead, there were Boots and Woolworth departmental stores. These were the British stores, imposing offices of Lloyds, Barclays and other British banks, as in a typical high street of a town in England. जैसे इंग्लैंड के जो हाई स्ट्रीट्स होती हैं उनमें इस तरह के ऑफिस और बैंक्स मिलते हैं, वैसे ही बैंक्स और ऑफिस ऑफ लॉयड्स, बार्कलेज जो फर्म्स हैं, इनके वहाँ पे ऑफिस और बैंक थे, शॉप्स थे, और वहाँ पे कोई भी, और वुलवर्थ डिपार्टमेंटल स्टोर्स थे, कोई भी उनको वहाँ पे हैंडलूम हाउस दिखाई नहीं दिया. हैंडलूम मीन्स द थिंग्स विच आर जनरली प्रिपेयर्ड इन आवर कंट्री, handicraft materials. He turned right along Home Street and entered Forbes building. So he entered the Forbes building. I wish to meet Mr. Vinay Gaitonde, please, he said to the English receptionist. So there was a receptionist sitting over there. Mr. Gaitonde asked her to meet Mr. Gaitonde, Vinay Gaitonde. Okay. She reached through the telephone list, the staff list, and seen through the directory of employees of all the branches of the firm. She shook her head and said, I am afraid I can't find anyone of that name either here or in any of our branches. Are you sure he works here? So it means Vinay Gaitonde was also an imaginary character. That lady searched the list of all the employees, the directory of employees. She searched her mother branch, her sister branches, everywhere she searched for Mr. Vinay Gaitonde, but she could not trace this name in any of the list, any of the details. Right? So she asked him again. She asked Professor Gaitonde again, are you sure about Mr. Vinay Gaitonde that he works here? This was a blow, not totally unexpected. So this was a blow, of course, because he was an imaginary character. Mr. Gaitonde never met him, and he had just asked about him to the receptionist. So this was not less than a blow, and it was totally unexpected. Means उसको लगा नहीं था कि वो मुझे नहीं मिलेगा वहाँ पे. If he himself were dead in this world, what guarantee had he that his son would be alive? Means अगर विनय गायतोंडे इस दुनिया में नहीं है तो उसके बेटे इस दुनिया में जिंदा होगा, इस बात का कोई प्रूफ नहीं है, कोई गारंटी नहीं है. Indeed, he may not even have been born. It means that person was fictitious, was imaginary. He thanked the girl politely and came out. So he thanked the receptionist and came out of that shop, that is Forbes building. It was characteristic of him not to worry about where he would stay. So Professor Gaitonde never bothered that during the night where he would stay in Bombay, since there was nobody known to him, no one was his acquaintance. So he was not even bothered, कहीं भी रह जाएंगे. Okay. His main concern was to make his way to the library of the Asiatic Society to solve the riddle of the history. So he was caught in the riddle of the history about the Britishers, East India Company and the 1857 events. So he wanted to clarify his doubts, he wanted to solve his riddle. So his main objective was to reach the library, that is Asiatic Society library, by any means. Grabbing a quick lunch at a restaurant, he made his way to the town hall. So he had his lunch at a restaurant and thereafter he went to the town hall. That's all for today. We will continue it in our next session. Thank you.